So in this video, I'm going to share with you what happens during my Endolift laser treatment. Now, this is a non-invasive facelift treatment that is perfect for those who want to achieve this natural jawline type lift. It will also target some fat deposits in the cheek area and under the chin. Now, this is my before and after photo. I'm in my late 40s and showing early signs of aging around the jawline there, as you can see. Now, this is the after photo showing the initial swelling. That doesn't last long, and at the end of the treatment you will see I will come to camera and share my honest reflections of the whole experience and discuss with you what I'm thinking, feeling and doing. But before we get into the actual treatment, I'm going to need some pain relief, and here is Dr. Matt George from the Eve Clinics. Now, he is applying an initial numbing agent before the main cannulas are inserted to then push in the anaesthetic. This does sting, and if you're not a fan of big needles, you really do not need to watch this next part, so I encourage you to jump ahead. We're targeting the areas that the laser is going to go into, and the laser is going to cause damage underneath the skin, which in the long term will stimulate the collagen and the elastin to achieve the lift. Now, due to the various numbing, I can't feel that big cannula going into my cheek, and as you can see, I'm chuntering away and chatting away quite merrily. I must admit though, when looking back, it does turn my stomach, especially in the jawline and there in my neck. Ooh, it's not very pleasant. The pain medication is the same when targeting just skin tightening versus targeting the fat underneath the chin. It's exactly the same type of pain medication. So before we dive into the actual treatment, please post the question or thought that has just come into your head into the comments now for me. If I don't answer it during the treatment or in the post-treatment review, I promise I will personally reply to your comment and more likely create a new video just for you. Right, here we go. Let's get into this. Now, as you can see, the tip, he uses that to break the skin and then manoeuvres the laser along the jawline, being very aware of that main nerve. Now, as he does that, I can feel the laser, but it doesn't hurt. I can just feel the movement as he pulls it along. Now, as we go down to the neck area, again slightly thinner skin compared to the jawline, there's a certain point from memory, yeah, look, deep breath there. There's a certain point that it does catch me and it makes me flinch. There, look, big intake of breath. Now, in the background, he's got some classical music on. I'm saying it's relatively relaxing. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I can feel what he's doing, but I'm not in any form of pain. It's more a case of just sort of trying to get your head into what the situation and just letting it happen. So I feel it's a little bit more aggressive as he comes to the other side. As he's moving that up and down, what I can feel it, but it's actually more that I can hear it. I can hear like a popping. I talk about a popping candy when I do the chat to camera at the end. Now, if you're considering this Endolift treatment, please remember that this process requires patience. I need you to trust your body is going to deal with the trauma and give yourself the space to heal. Now, the level of trauma that's being inflicted on me here, it's going to take about 14 days for the inflammation to reduce. There will be a further recovery video which I cover the following 7 days post-treatment, and I will share with you what you can see on my skin, how my skin feels, and I will discuss things like the costs and who this treatment is best for. But in reality, it's going to take at least 12 weeks, I think, to recover, and full results to be seen typically at the 4 to 6 month point. So with the cheeks, now there's an element of fat reduction in there too. Again, similar to the HIFU, the deeper and the higher the temperature of the laser, the more of that fat cell you're going to break down. But your doctor, they'll adapt the settings to match the contours of your face. So personally, I didn't have a lot of fat in that area and didn't have a lot of fat reduction that I wanted. It was mainly for tightening and lifting in this area for me. I wanted to sort of lift my cheeks. As you can see, he's using his fingers again to sort of guide himself away from the nerves as such. You know, safety is paramount. They are very conscious that they are under the skin. He knows what he's doing. Now, I would say I felt it more in my cheeks than I did at the side of my ear and again on the jawline. As he pierces in through here again, on the other side of the jaw, and he's working his way along there, look. The results when they come from this treatment, I think, are going to last me a good couple of years. I do not expect to be having this treatment again for at least 5 years. It doesn't mean I won't have any treatments again, so I would continue to do my microneedling. I may even continue to have a CO2 laser treatment. This treatment is for lifting, and it's more of a longer term type treatment, I would suggest. Now, the amount of passes he's doing is individual to our skin. One of the key things that the doctor said to me is this treatment is for people that have got good skin health. How do you know if you've got good skin health? If you have a look at the link in the description below, I've created like a skin age calculator, and that will just give you a little bit of a guide, and you can also download my ultimate skin health guide if you want to learn more about that. Now at this point, I'd like to just take the moment to thank you. I encourage you to keep watching for a few more moments as I will share with you my initial reflections post-treatment. I'm Jen Adams, and I hope that by me sharing my experience of my health longevity journey, I can help make you informed decisions about yours. But remember, in the meantime, take a moment to remember that these treatments are part of a wellness journey to longevity. They only bring happiness when you are happy with who you are. So that's initially straight after the treatment, and here I come now.
Hi, Jen here. So it's a Wednesday afternoon and I have just had my Endolift laser treatment. I went in at 1 o'clock, it's now just after 3 o'clock, so it's a 2-hour treatment, and as you can see I have turned into a chipmunk. It's probably the best way to explain it. I am quite scared because it's a look that I really do not want, and I am assured that it's due to the anaesthetic and also obviously the trauma that's happened to the skin. There's various elements of evidence of where the laser has gone in. I wanted to do this quick video just to show you what happens straight after compared to other treatments where you can walk out the clinic and sort of just look a bit red. I think this one is a little bit, I think the word that was on the tip of my tongue was brutal. As I've probably said in the preparation video, this treatment is on the edge of non-invasive. It's pretty invasive, I'll get it around the right way. Because the laser goes under the skin, you can feel that he uses the laser to sort of pierce the skin and then go under. That bit in itself isn't too bad because you've been so numbed up, but the amount of sort of anaesthetic and then using the cannulas to get that in, that feels quite surgical. There was moments that I was lying there thinking, yeah, this is pretty serious. You can feel what's going on, and the way I described it to Matt the doctor was it was like popping candy. You could hear the laser popping the tissue. You could feel a little bit of heat, so it was like hot popping candy. There was a couple of spots that he caught, not doing anything wrong, but just where it wasn't numbed, and that was sort of a shock, let's say. I can't move my face. It wasn't painful and it wasn't really uncomfortable, it just was. It's a treatment. It's a bit like being at the dentist, would be the best way I can explain it. Especially with the stinging of the putting the anaesthetic in. That's like, oh, again, some of them you can't feel, some of them you can feel. Particularly felt it around here, didn't really feel it around there. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts. As I say, 2-hour treatment, so you're there for a while. I did relax. Falling asleep is probably not the right way to explain, but I definitely relaxed into it. There was a bit of tension like this, but you just sort of, you know, calm yourself down. It probably wouldn't take as long as if you didn't have as many areas done. But again, what we were talking about is, you know, this area is supported by this area, and this area is supported by this area. So actually, you know, having the whole areas, all the areas done at once makes more sense. And then I had these 2 areas here again just to support the cheeks. But overall, yeah, I feel absolutely fine. I look like a chipmunk. I mean, no offence to chipmunks, but I look a bit weird. Steve's going to go mad when I get home, but that's another issue. I've got another sort of 2 days, I think, but I'll do a video tomorrow, maybe even later, just to show you what happens over the next couple of days, and sort of cover off, like I say, thinking, feeling and doing as always. But at the moment, thinking, thank God that's over. Feeling excited, but a little bit apprehensive because of how I look, and doing nothing. I've just got to relax, I think, and just recover from this. I might take my LED canopy home and just do a little bit of LED just to put my mind at rest and help to reduce the inflammation in there. Yeah, things I do, eh? See you next time.